Welcome to day 3 of 30 Days of Lightroom. Today we're going to show you how to choose your favorite images from an entire photo shoot. Hello and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off yesterday, which was all about organizing your photos. Now today is about choosing your favorites. And oftentimes when we come back from a photo shoot, we have a lot of photographs. So we need help in choosing our favorite. And there are two great ways to help you do this. The first is to use tools to mark your favorite images. You can do this in Lightroom by using picks, as well as star ratings, as well as colors. So we'll show you how to do all that. The other way you can do this is by using different views to compare your photographs. So it's not just viewing one image at a time, you can view several side by side and decide which one you like best. Alrighty, let's jump in and show you how to do it. So we're starting off in Lightroom Classic. The first thing I want to do is clear my workspace a little bit. So I'm going to remove this sidebar here on the right-hand side, simply clicking on this little arrow. There we go. And we're going to remove the film strip by clicking on this arrow as well. So we have a nice, simple workspace. So let's go ahead and click on our very first image. Now, there are three tools that we're going to use to narrow down our images. The first tool is a pick. This is a flag, or also called a pick. The next tool are going to be star ratings, and the next tool is going to be color ratings, and you can find them all right here on the bottom of this panel. So to flag an image as a pick, you can simply click on an image and hit P for pick, and you can see we now have a white flag, or you can click here on the flag option. Okay, you can do this here in grid view where you're viewing a lot of different images, or you can double click and view the image full screen. Use your left and right arrow, and this is a fantastic way. You can hit P to flag as a pick, or you can, again, simply click it right here as well. So with your left and right arrow, you're able to scroll through your images, and every time you like something, you can go ahead and hit P for pick. And we're actually just gonna go, that's a really cool image. We're gonna move through our different photo shoots here, and we're just gonna flag a couple as picks. So I'm going left and right and hitting P for pick. Now, in this case, I recommend going relatively quickly and using your gut. Trust your instincts to see which images you like. Keep in mind, this is going to be done in rounds. We're gonna go through our first round, choosing our picks, and then in our next round, we can choose the stars. So let's go ahead and continue. I'm gonna hit the right arrow until I see all of the images that I really like. That's cool. I'm just gonna go through, and you might have different picks than I do. That's totally cool. That's the whole point of this. You are your own creative artist and you trust your own eye. I recommend going relatively quickly through the images. Don't second guess yourself. If you like an image, hit P for pick. Don't forget, we're gonna be doing this in rounds. Okay, now let's go here on the bottom. We're gonna go back to our grid view, and you can see that quite a few of our images now are picks. Okay, so in this case, if I wanted to start to see just the picks, it's really easy to do. All I have to do right up here is go to where it says attribute, okay? Now keep in mind, this is a library filter, so we're gonna filter by an attribute, okay? And in this case, the attribute here is going to be flags. So we're gonna go ahead and click on the attribute by flag, and now I'm seeing only our flagged photographs. And I can still use a few different views for this as well. So we've showed you how to use the grid view, which is the exact view we're in right now, where we see everything. We've showed you how to use the loop view, okay, which is the same thing as double clicking on an image. You can see we're in the loop view here. This is where we see it full screen. Let's go back to our grid view again. Now, the next view we want to show you is the compare view, and this is very helpful. So let's go ahead and hold Shift and click on both of these images here at the top, and we're going to go right to our compare view. So let's go click on that. Now, with compare view, you're able to see your source image and your comparison, or the select and the candidate side by side. Now, this is fantastic because I can still use the left and right arrows, just like I did in loop view, but now it's going to move through my images on the right-hand side. And keep in mind, because I already did my filtering, let's go back to our grid view to see my filters by the attribute of flag is still active, okay? All I did was change my view to the comparison view. So when I shift click or select multiple images and go to my compare view, there we go. Sorry, if you hover over, by the way, if you hover over this little arrow here, it'll bring your film strip back up. So that's why it popped up for a second there. But we're just gonna go to our compare view, and now it's gonna compare these side by side. Okay, so comparing these side by side is really helpful because let's say I like the one on the right more than the left. Keep in mind, this is our select and this is the candidate. So if I like this one more, we're gonna use the up arrow, and then this now becomes the select, okay? So now I can choose my right and left arrows, and I'm going to be comparing against this. So the idea is you always have your favorite image on the left-hand side, and you use your right and left arrows to decide what you like more. And in this case, I like this image even more. So skateboarding 8 is now my select. So I'm going to use my left and right arrows, and I'm going to see of the skateboarding series, do I like anything more than skateboarding 8? This is cool, but I like skateboarding 8 the most. Okay, so now we're ready for our second round. Our first round was flagging them as picks. Our second round is going to be adding a star rating. Now, keep in mind, I'm showing you these tools. Once you learn these tools, you can choose to do these rounds however you'd like. Personally, I find that my first round, I like to do picks. My second round, I like to do flags. And then my third round, if necessary, I'll do some color ratings. So let's go ahead and give this a star rating. Down here at the bottom, you're going to see these 5 little stars. I can click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I can simply use the numbers 1 through 5 on my computer. So if I hit number 3, I've got a 3 rating. If I hit number 5, I've got a 5 rating. Okay, fantastic. So now let's go ahead and we're going to go back to our grid view one more time. I'm going to hit Control or Command D to deselect. So what I'm seeing now are all of my picks, okay? I'm seeing all the picks as we can see, and I'm also seeing my 5 stars. Now, let's say I want to see only the picks that also have 5 stars. Well, this is how we're going to do this. In the filter, by attribute, we're going to make sure that the flag is checked, and then I'm going to say the rating. You can say greater than equal to, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we have 5 stars. We can go ahead and choose our 5 stars, and now I'm seeing the images that have our picks and our 5 stars. So I know, hey, this is my favorite image from the series because I went through my first round and I chose my picks. In the second round, I chose to do 5 stars. Now, I'll show you a different way of doing this too, because there's no right or wrong. These are tools and you can use them however you'd like. Alrighty, so what we're gonna go is back to our grid view here, and we're just gonna take off the 5-star rating. So let's go ahead and take that off. Now, some people like to use different star ratings. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that. And we're gonna show you how to do a new view as well. So up until now, we've used grid view, we've used loop view, and we used comparison view. The next view is survey view, and I love survey view. So let's go ahead and do that with our cave images. So let's go ahead and click on our first image. I'm gonna hold Shift and click on our next image, and then we're gonna click on our survey view. You can also use the keyboard shortcut N for survey view. Now, the reason I like this is because it gets everything out of the way. And as long as you know your keyboard shortcuts, or you want to add stars, you can actually do that right here. So you can see if I hover over this image, okay, you can see it's flagged. I can still add stars by clicking over here, but don't forget you can use 1 through 5. And this is for a color rating, which is going to be 6 through 0, okay? So I like this view because it kind of gets everything out of the way. The other reason I like this view is because you can kind of compare a lot of images at the same time. And if you don't want something visible, all you have to do is hover over the image you maybe don't want visible, and you just go to this little X right here, okay? Go to the X and it goes away and it reorders really beautifully. You can also just hold Control or Command and click on an image and it'll go away as well. All right, so there we go. And I think these are the strongest images of the series. And now we can decide, hey, maybe I want some 3 stars and maybe I want some 5 stars. So I could click on this image here and hit the number 3. And as you can see, it's gonna give it a 3 star. I can click on this image here and I could click on the number 3. That'll be a 3 star. And I can click on this one. This is such a cool image. And I can go click on the 5. So we have 2 3-star images and 1 5-star image. Okay, so that's using survey view. Again, all I have to do to get back to my original images is go to our grid view. And as you can see, I'll hit Control or Command D to deselect all my images. We're able to go through those really quickly. All right, so let's do that one more time. And this time we're going to go through and I'm going to select all of my camping images here. And we're going to go back to our survey view because I really love our survey view. Okay, now with this view, I have a few images that I really like. This one is super cool. So that's going to get a 5-star. That's going to get a 5-star. That's going to get a 5-star. This will get a 3-star because everyone is in it. There we go. And I'll give this a 3-star as well. All right, let's hit G, where you can click on this icon to get back to your grid view. Fantastic. So now we've gone through and done all of our star ratings. So we started off with our picks and then we moved into our stars. And now it's time to add some color ratings if we want to. Color ratings I generally really will use for like the last step, for like my absolute favorites. Let's say I have a couple different 5 stars. I'll add a color ratings or something that I really like. I'll also use it to like flag some different things. mentally. For instance, there are times when I want to do a couple different versions of an edit. So I'll maybe make the different versions of the edit different colors so I can come back to those at some time. Or sometimes I'll do, like I'll have my own code in my head. But the idea is that you can use all of these tools whatever way you want to. Okay, so let's go ahead. We've got our filter by flag. Looks great. I'm going to do our rating is going to be greater than or equal to 3 stars. So in this case, we've got our, you know what I also want to do, by the way, let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's go ahead and give a couple of these images 3 stars too, because I really like this image. Not as much as this one, but it deserves a 3-star rating, right? So we're going to give that, and we're going to give that a 3-star. Okay, so we're going to filter by flag, and then let's go ahead and say 3 stars or above. Okay, so now I can compare all of these images at the same time. So what we're going to do, I'm going to hit Control-Command-A to select them all, and then we're going to jump into Survey View. Okay, and now from here, I'm going to just decide to get rid of the things that I don't like as much. So we're going to say maybe get rid of that one. Maybe get rid of that one, maybe get rid of that one, maybe get rid of that one. And there we go. I like a lot of these images, but of these, you know what? At this point, we have a few stars. Like this is 5 stars. That's 5 stars. That's 5 stars. So let's say, for instance, let's just focus on our camping images here, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move those around. See how quick and easy this is? Of our camping images, now we can choose all of our next round, okay? So we have all of these have 5 stars, but if I'm like, you know what, this one and this one I really like the best, I can click down here on this color rating and I can just color it red if I want to, okay? I can click here and I can choose to color this one red as well. Fantastic. And then I know that this is gonna be the next level. So if I go back to my grid view, now I have some images that are flagged in red and I'm like, okay, very easy to see. These are my absolute favorites of the series. So I can do it with this one too. I'll hit the number 6, and that's the same thing as flagging this as red. You can also click on these color labels down here, okay? And I'll click on the number 6 as well. So up here at the very top, if I want to now say I'm filtering by anything that's flagged and has 3 or more stars, and I'm gonna do by the color red, this is cool. And then maybe if I wanna see all these, but I really wanna see between these, I wanna see what's my absolute favorite, I can click on the 2 of those and click on Survey View. And I'm like, you know what? This one's cool. We got an action shot, a couple different people in the image. It's looking really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this color rating. I can click on the number 6 again, and it's just gonna remove that. So here we have, there we go. Let's say Control-Command-A and go back to our Survey View. These are the 3 favorite images that I have from each of the different photo shoots. And you can see how quick and easy that was. So we started off with our picks, then we moved into our star ratings, then we moved into our color ratings. Okay, and I just want to say one more time, you might have totally different picks, you might have totally different stars, you might have totally different red marks. That's totally okay. These are just the tools and you can use them to whatever combination you'd like. So now that we've gone through and chosen our favorite images, let's show you how all of these different tools work with our collections within inside of Lightroom as well. So we're gonna go back to our grid view here. And then at the very top where we see it's filtered by the attribute, right now I have the flag rating, I have the star rating, and I have a color. I'm just gonna click on none real quick. And this is now just gonna show us all of our images. So you can see how easy it is to get back to all of your images at once. Now, because I've flagged and starred and colored some of these images, now I can use collections. So I'm gonna open this collection up. And this is gonna come, collapsed by default, but go ahead and open up your smart collections. And these are all of the smart collections that come by default within Lightroom Classic. So for instance, there's a smart collection that just says 5 stars. So the great thing here is that everything inside of your Lightroom catalog, and again, this might be years of photographs that you have. Like you can use catalogs however you want, but a lot of people will put many different photo shoots in here. As long as you use the same flag rating, the same star rating, the same color rating, as long as you use this over and over again, it's gonna be so easy for you to see all your favorite images for basically all of your different photo shoots. Here you can say I wanna see just the 5 stars, or look at this is already built in just colored red. Or this is really cool too, you could actually create your own smart collection in which you can give it like your own name. So I'm gonna call this faves for favorites, all right? Which is gonna be inside of my smart collections. And then I can say match all of these rules. And we'll say our rating, I wanna be greater than equal to 3 stars. And then I can do a plus here. And then I want to say, there we'll go. We're going to say our label color is going to be red as well. And you know what? Why don't we just say, we can add this too. We can say our pick flag is going to be flagged as well. So you can see as I hit plus here, we have all of these different types of information that we can use for our smart collections. There we go. Let's go ahead and minus this one out. So now it's going to be anything that's rated 3 or more stars that's red and flagged. So let's go ahead and hit create. There we go. And we can see that this is faves. So now, because I've created this system of my own using all these things, all I have to do is click, well, as you can see, it's literally right there. So all I have to do is click on faves, and I'm seeing everything that's 3 or more stars that has a pick that's also red. How cool is that? And to view all your images, simply click here on Smart Collections one more time, or you can click on your folders, or you can click here in your catalog and go to all photographs. Any way you want to do that, you can get back to view any of your images, but keep in mind, I can have this faves Smart Collection, and as long as I use the same recipe every time, I'm gonna know all of my favorite images from all of my different photo shoots. And now here at the very end, we're just going to show you how to remove any type of flags or colors or stars. It's very easy to do. So back here in Lightroom, as you can see, we're still set to view our faves. So I'm going to go ahead and close out our collections. We'll go to our folders, and I'm just going to click here on our capture folder. Keep in mind that has camping, cave, and skateboarding images in it. All right. Now let's go to this image here, and you can see it has our flag rating, it has our star rating, and it's set to the red color. So to remove these things, you can do this right down here at the bottom. I can remove the flag rating. There we go. I can remove the star rating, and I can remove the color rating, and this is set right back to how it was to begin with. Now, again, we can add these with our keyboard shortcuts and remove them with keyboard shortcuts. So if I hit P, this is going to flag it as a P. If I hit U, this is going to unpick it. So pick, unpick. All right, let's hit P again. If I hit the number 5, this is going to give it 5 stars. If I hit 0, it's going to take those 5 stars away. And then if I hit the number 6, it's going to go ahead and make it red. If I hit the number 6 again, it's going to take that away. So if you want to give it everything it has, right now you can see it is unpicked. We don't have any stars and no colors. I can hit P56, and that's going to pick the image, give it 5 stars, and give it the red color rating. And then we can go back to our collections, and you're going to see perfectly. You know what? I'll just do this on this one too. I'll hit P56. There we go. And then it's going to show up in my faves collection as well as the others because it has this exact same, the exact same settings. Now this one is basically just a duplicate of this one. And maybe I don't want this one in here as well. So I'm just going to hit the number 6 to remove that because I just basically by hitting the number 6 again, I took away that red color and it removes it from my faves collection, which the red color was a requirement for there. So now you can see I have just these images in my faves collection. And now I'm perfectly organized. I know exactly which are my favorite images, and I can view those in collections as well. Well, that's it for day 3. Up until now, we've showed you how to import your images, how to organize your images, and how to perfectly choose your favorites. Now, tomorrow we're jumping into basic editing. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.